Today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing roasted vegetable salad, perfect for any fall get-together or just night in. It has roasted butternut squash, radishes, beautiful, gorgeous, translucent purple onions, and candied pecans. Okay, let's get started. Let's chop some vegetables up, starting with this sizable butternut squash. You could totally buy pre-cut butternut squash if you want. It's a time saver, but if you cut your own, you get to choose any shape you'd like, including beautiful rectangular prisms. Okay. Look at that color. That color is everything. Oh, I'm in love. All right, so to skin these, just use a very sharp knife and cut along the side. Cutting butternut squash is actually really easy if your knife is sharp and you're confident. Don't get wishy-washy with it because that's when accidents happen. Nice, strong movements, and just keep your hands clear. For any recipe that uses pumpkin, you could always sub in butternut squash and it has more flavor and all the color. This is art. I would hang this in my house. It's such a beautiful color, really cheerful, lovely in the fall. Now we're gonna chop these down the middle. What's in here? All right, you can scoop this out with your fingers, with a sharp knife, with a spoon. It's kind of messy though. I'm warning you ahead of time. Now that everything's all cleaned up, we can chop our butternut squash into some nice, easily, quickly roastable pieces. I'm gonna put my baking tray aside and just sweep things in as they're done. Butternut squash. All right, now for some radishes. I don't know if you've had roasted radishes, but they are so good. Roasting them is transformative. Just snip the tips off and then just quarter them. Love that. That's it. Roast these just like any other vegetable and it is delicious. Trust me, it goes with chicken, anything you could think of, including the salad. I love radishes in salads because they're peppery, they have a nice texture, they have a good crunch, and the color is to die for. So if you wanted to, you could just have these as raw radishes sliced up in your salad. It would still be nice, but this is a roasted root vegetable salad. So roasting is gonna bring in a whole new flavor. Radishes to the side. And now for just a tiny little baby red onion. We're gonna take the tips off carefully. It's like a little shop of horrors onion. Take that skin off. Now, just as a tip, I've tried all these hacks for getting onions to not stink. Number one, if you wear contacts, magic, it's like a barrier, you have no watery eyes. Two, the other one that worked that was like more reasonable is just rubbing your knife down with half of a lemon. And for some reason, the lemon juice like contains the onion stink. We're gonna make beautiful little wedges. So just start cutting your onion. 1, 2, 3. And I just love the look of these after they roast. They're really pretty. 1/2 of the onion in there. Whoa, it's just starting to hit me. Okay, good. Into the roasting pan you go. And that's it for the prep work. And now we're gonna give it a healthy drizzle of olive oil. Just all the way across there. No one's watching. Shh. And then a nice sprinkling of sea salt. You can use any salt you want. I actually ran out of my regular salt, so I've been using this flaked salt, which you have to see. It's so pretty. Like, take a look at that. Do you see the texture? They're like beautiful little snowflakes. It's almost pornographic as far as salt goes. Anyways, give it a liberal little sprinkle, and then why not have some pepper too? All right, to finish this off, we're gonna have some delicious fresh thyme. Just kind of like smush it in your fingers a bit. You're gonna release the oils. It'll become very fragrant, wonderful. Delicious. Okay, just a couple sprigs. And now let's give it a shake. You can run around your fingers too. Moisturizing. It's gonna go into the oven at 400 degrees for 20 or so minutes until the veggies are nice and tender and caramelized. You might just wanna have them softened up. You might like them real brown like I do, where it's just very kind of caramely, almost burnt. It's my favorite. But it's up to you. So 20 to 40 minutes, take a look, check them, give them a little shake halfway through. Make sure you wear oven mitts though. You be careful now. Now for those candied pecans. It's gonna be so easy, but totally worth it. All those delicious calories. Okay, about a cup of pecans. You could be generous, like just stack the pecans in there, because you will be nibbling, I'm telling you. They'll be like, they're all done. And they're all gone. So double it, whatever you need to, based on your snacking ability. And then we're gonna transfer this into a pan, kind of over medium-low heat. But first, the brown sugar and the butter. Quarter cup of brown sugar and half a stick or 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Okay, butter goes in. Start moving this around. Get that brown sugar in there. Look how delicious this looks. Do you see this? This is what we call a salad. Now it's melted, it's starting to caramelize. I'm gonna let it bubble up for like 1 minute and then we're gonna add our pecans. If you wanna be adventurous, go ahead and give it a flip like this. And you can see these are getting nice and glossy, they're evenly coated, and that's kind of it, we're done. I'm gonna lay out some parchment paper. You could use wax paper too. Take our pan and then, delicious. This is like the basic version if you want. Sprinkle some salt, add a little bit of cinnamon, maybe some allspice, whatever you'd like, however spicy you want to get. Let's just separate these nuts because they will be cooling down and solidifying, so just make sure they're all individual little baby nuts, no clumps. Resist the urge to snack right now because these are hot. You'll burn yourself. Okay, I kind of can't help myself. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on, just like a little blessing like that, as my mom would say. And then just a tiny bit of allspice. It's one of my favorite spices. So just, and you could also add in just a little bit of salt. Oh my God, these are gonna be like flavor bombs now. Okay, set this aside. It needs to cool, but it'll be nice and cool by the time our vegetables are all roasted. So, setting you aside. Last bit of prep is to make our dressing. Yes, you could buy a store-bought dressing. No, you shouldn't. Homemade is always gonna be better and it's so much easier and cheaper too. So it's like a win-win-win. I have some more beautiful fresh thyme left over. It's so fragrant, I love thyme. If you can find it, my very most favorite is lemon thyme. Oh, so good. All right, so we're gonna strip the leaves off. I think I'm gonna call for like a tablespoon or so of these chopped leaves, but add as much as you'd like. Okay, there we go. So now what we're gonna do is give them a little chop. Chop, 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 chop. Releasing those oils, more fragrant, delicious. Okay, get a jar. Helps if it has a lid. I'm gonna add this into the jar. I'm gonna add in a little salt, like a good pinch, balsamic vinegar, and some nice olive oil. Use nice olive oil, you know, not rancid. Ooh, so messy every time. And then some balsamic. Use a nice aged one if you can find it. The taste is so much better, and look at this drip. It's so thick. 3 tablespoons of honey. All right, so eyeball about 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Right, pop that lid on there. Now it's time for the fun part. We're gonna be shaking it to emulsify the oil and the vinegar, and it'll come together as one. All right, ooh, look at this. Delicious, let's give it a try. That's nice, it's very nice. All right, shake, shake, shake. Set it aside. I have some beautiful pecorino Romano, one of my favorite cheeses, and I'm gonna give it a nice shave by hand. So just take a sharp knife, cut some thin slices. Look at those beautiful slices of cheese. They're gonna be a nice visual contrast. You can eyeball this, use as much cheese as you want or as little, depending on personal tastes. Okay, now it's time to assemble the salad. Start off by laying a nice bed of arugula out on a big platter. Then begin placing those beautiful caramelized purple onions. Next, add in that golden butternut squash, the roasted radishes, all of those delicious candied pecans, the dried cranberries, and your shaped cheese. Now go ahead and drizzle that dressing all over and you're done, ready to serve, and it looks beautiful. All right, this salad is a little ray of sunshine on a short autumn day. So pretty, delicious. I love the roasting smells. It makes the house feel nice and warm and cozy. You've got to make this recipe. If you're short on time or if you get frazzled easily, like me, then you should just roast the vegetables ahead of time, put them in the fridge, take them out, like let them come to room temperature or even warm them up if you want. Candy the pecans ahead of time. They keep for a long time. And then just assemble the salad the day of. Thanks so much for watching and take a bite. So crunchy, all these textures, just delicious. The thyme comes through beautifully too. Okay, hope you get to make this recipe.